Hi lovelies, it's Jo from Angels and Ancestors, and today I'm going to be doing your general weekly reading for the 12th to the 18th of January. Anybody who's seen the full moon video, which I've had problems uploading but it is doing, will know that I'm switching up the channel a little bit, and it will explain itself. I'm still going to do the weeklies and the monthlies, the general, spiritual and the what the fuck readings. Everybody seems to like that one. But I'm going to introduce astrological signs on a weekly basis, with the next birthday month astrologically being in the queue for a monthly reading. So we'll see how it pans out, and we'll shuffle it around and sort it out as we're going. Like, share and subscribe for me. Leave me some comments, please. I love to hear from you. I love listening to feedback. If it's negative feedback, please don't be rude. Just tell me that you don't like it. So let's get started with this weekly general reading. And this is for the 12th to the 18th of January. Oh, foundation card, thank you. And can I have what's got your back card? Thank you. Oh, now that's interesting, because in the full moon it was the Lord of Shadows has got your back. Okay. Can I have a thoughts and feelings card, please? Do you know that one poked? Oh, there's two. Thoughts and okay, that makes sense. And your future one. Okay. So lovelies, keep in mind this is a general reading. It's not targeted at any one person. If it doesn't fit, take a look at the spiritual reading or the what the fuck reading. And I'm going to be starting doing the astrological signs as well. On a weekly basis at the moment, so bear with me with this, but I am going to keep doing the generals because they kind of fit in with other things that we do. Sometimes the general reading will pad out the spiritual reading or the what the fuck reading, so we'll carry on with this for a little while. So in your current position, whoever this is for, and it could be for a group of people, it could be for an individual, at the moment you are spending time juggling, and it would appear that the juggling for you is not, it's not just fun, and all of us are juggling financially at the moment. It's January, we all do. The bills are coming in, they need paying, we're not getting paid for another couple of weeks, and everybody's juggling things around so that we can still buy some petrol to get to work and all that sort of stuff. So we're all doing that. The juggling that I am seeing is because of this card here, which is the Standing Stone. Now in this particular deck, the Standing Stone is a very spiritual card. It's about balance, it's about protecting yourself, it's about drawing down energy. And because this is in the challenge position, I'm kind of getting the feeling that maybe some of you have kind of trying to juggle your professional life, your personal life and your spiritual life, and it's not faring very well at the moment. You don't have to do anything to be spiritual. You can just be spiritual in your thoughts and your feelings. You don't have to perform rituals. You don't have to attend church. Don't stress yourself out, because the time will come, and it will come around when you are able to do more for yourself spiritually. Over the weeks I was in America, I did very little spiritually, and it's taken me a hell of a time to get back into meditating. It's taken me a hell of a time to light candles and get these readings done for you guys. And do you know, the pull of this full moon as well, this has kind of been a bit of an eye-opener for me, because it's the energy from this has been quite different to the energy of 2019 for me. So it's and I'm entering 2020 with a whole new life that I never expected to have. So I'm kind of like, oh my gosh, what on earth has happened? And I kind of get that people are betwixt and between about it, and it may be that you're asking yourself, are you on the right path? Only you can answer that. But there are things that you can do for it. You can manifest, you can scribe, you can meditate. And I advocate meditation so much. It is so good for you. Even if you can just do a few minutes in a quiet corner somewhere, go and do it. It's massive. And that will help your spirituality come into line and marry up with your personal and professional life. It doesn't have to take over. It can just slot in. It's a way of life rather than being an extra bit of your life. So in your foundation right now, you have got the Page of Pentacles. Now, pages are notorious for bringing messages forward, and they're youthful. But this particular page, I love this because it explains it so well. The Page of Pentacles is about learning a new skill. There is going to be a message coming in of either an apprenticeship or continuing something that you've already started, but to a higher level. And it is going to be a learning curve. We're all learning all of the time. Big advocate of that. But this tells you the light is shining through. You have the magic in your hands. You can do this, whatever it is. If it's arts, craft, the craft, anything that you turn your hands to. Developing spiritually, developing professionally, developing around your family. There's all sorts of different things that you can develop as an apprentice. And it's telling us that you are developing in your foundation at the moment. And it could be that your foundation got a bit rocky and you decided to build your foundation for yourself this time, which is good. It's good. Now, I know people are going to go, oh my God, why has that got me back? The Wild Hunt. In this deck, yes, it is the Tower, but in this deck it's slightly different. And in this deck, it tells us when the tower tumbles, the light shines through it. It shines a light on what is going on. And the reason it's got you back is because the fallen bricks are there ready to be rebuilt. And it's got you back around that. Whatever it is that's going on in your life that's kind of making you juggle, and your spirituality is kind of like being pushed to one side at the moment, because it's not going to be forever. And this thinking of rebuilding your foundation at apprentice stage, this is telling you the rebuild's worth it. The Tower is worth it. It's worth the rebuild. It is shining a light on that hunt. Whatever it is that you're seeking, you are going to find it, and this card is supporting you. The Tower moment has already happened. You are now on the hunt of rebuilding. You're now on the hunt for another reason to rebuild, and you know the reason is there, and you may be ignoring it at the moment, but you're not going to be able to ignore it for very long. Oh, and by the way, guys, just want to introduce you to, this is Syrup. Syrup travelled all the way back from Canada with me. We went to Vancouver for a day. We drove over the border and we brought Syrup back with us. And Syrup's twin, Maple, is living in Arizona with a friend of mine. So say hi. Hi. And Syrup's going to sit in with us on our readings, and she kind of goes with us almost everywhere, and I take photographs, and Maple's friend takes photographs of what they're doing so that we can stay in touch and keep the bears in touch. Very cute, isn't it? So, thoughts and feelings. Let's get back to the reading. You're kicking back. You've got the Four of Athames. You're kicking back and relaxing under that tree because you're thinking, you're contemplating, you're taking on board that, yes, you've got Four of Athames, but they're not upright in the upright position, they are in the ground. And you're kind of thinking about your next move, and hey, who wouldn't rather be under that tree next to a lake watching ducks rather than dealing with real life situations? You can't stay there forever, but it is a good place to be. It's a good place to meditate in your head. If you have somewhere special that you go to kind of think things through, then by all means do it. But that's where your head is at the moment. The High Priest has turned up in your thoughts and feelings. This is a spiritual card. He is at the top of his game. You know what you do. You know your spirituality is one of the biggest things in your life. You cannot leave it behind. You cannot set it to one side. It is part of you. It's part of your everyday life, your everyday being. And what this is, I'm pretty sure you are thinking very seriously about switching to something. Whoever this is for, you're thinking that you want to switch to something, and you're not sure about whether or not you can speak about this, although you want to do this wonderful practicing with the sunlight shining down through those beautiful standing stones that are there giving protection. He knows his stuff. He knows magics, lotions, potions and all the rest of it, and he knows how to manifest. He knows how to scribe. He knows how to meditate. You've got this kit. This kit is yours. It may be in your thoughts, and you may be having problems with it at the moment, but it's not far from being brought in to the main part of your reading. And the very fact that you're thinking about it tells me that you're very highly spiritual. And it could be that the confusion's coming, one, because of the full moon, two, because of the eclipse, and because 2020 is like this twilight year. It's neither 2019 and it's neither in the new decade, because the new decade starts with 1, and I will keep banging on about that. It doesn't start with a 0, and it's kind of like this decision year. This decision year is going to set us up for the next 10 years. This is where we set things alight. This is where we plant those acorns to start growing oak trees. And we may not see in our generation the fruition of those oak trees, but our great-grandchildren will take shade in those oak trees. And whatever it is that you're thinking of doing, it's a legacy that you are going to be leaving behind. Now, somewhere in your near future, you've got the Four of Pentacles. You've got 2 fours. You've got the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles is one of these cards where you've got some money, or there's some money that is going to come a little bit freer, other than paying your bills. But you're closing yourself off for some reason. You're being quite secretive about something. And it could be that you're saving up for a special occasion that you don't want anybody else to know about. And that's absolutely fine. There is no problem with that. But try not to isolate yourself. Obviously, if the person at the door is somebody that you really don't want to see, then sage the front door. Obviously, that goes without saying. But try not to isolate yourself too much. You can save money, it's not a problem, but it doesn't mean that you have to isolate yourself socially completely in order to do that. People are understanding that money is tight, especially after Christmas, and it may be that you need a new car, new 3-piece suite, new computer, whatever it is, new set of tarot cards like me. Yes, so just kind of like keep in mind that socially isolating yourself is not beneficial for you, especially in these winter months when it's still dark. It's good to have people around you, but like I say, if that person at that door is not somebody you want to see, sage it. Sage it, get rid of them. Put them out there. Oh, I didn't do, let's get that while I'm thinking about it. I have an overall energy card. I quite like these little cards. They were dirt cheap, and I was a little bit worried about sending off for such a cheap pack of cards. But do you know something? They've been a delightful addition to it. And oh, ladies, man holding a heart. There are people falling in love out there. It's only the 12th of January. Hold on, folks. It's another month away from Valentine's. But here we go. So there you go. A man holding a heart. Isn't that gorgeous? And also, if you add the numbers together, that is a 9. So that is kind of like heading towards that 10, that completion. So yeah, so don't isolate yourselves, guys. It's really, really, really not worth you being down and depressed because you've isolated yourself in the winter months. So can we have some advice from the angels, the archangels in particular in this case? I'm not going to take all of those lovelies, that's miles too many. And I'm sorry my shuffling's not up to par. I'm having a little bit problem with my arthritis and carpal tunnel. My hands are quite numb at times, so it kind of takes a little while for me to be able to shuffle properly. So hopefully by the end of all of these readings I'll be shuffling quite well. Anything else from the archangels with regards to the reading for the 12th to the 18th of January, the general reading? Do you know, they keep giving me a whole pile. Do you know I'm going to take them? Because that's the second time a pile was fallen, and it is quite a pile, so we'll quickly go through them. So the first one that came out was the 7 of Michael, and it says there is a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the answer. Review all the details. And I think that goes with this card here about the isolation. It's not going to work for you. Sorry to be such a nag. So we have, and these are all purples and blues. Isn't that amazing? This is all, oh wow. Okay, so you have the Chariot. You've got this, guys. You are in control of that Chariot. See what it says? Determination, self-control, career advancement, acknowledgement of success by others. This is you building this foundation. You know where you're going. You know where you're heading. But you need to carve it out for yourself, and you know where you're heading. You have the Wheel. New beginnings, end of delays, the change in direction that offers happiness. Oh my gosh. I wish I knew who this was for, because I would be there right with you. Change your life. Look at this. You couldn't make this up, could you? A sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. Embrace opportunities that change brings. So it's just saying, you know, this juggling around and the changes that are happening. This that's happened already, that's now got your back and pushing you on. It's saying, you know, accept it, it's happened, and it's for the positive. You've got the World, really, whoever this is for. Wow, 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 wow. A very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. Guys, listen, that goes with those two up there. You're thinking about your spirituality. You're quite cross with yourself at the moment that you're not able to do it fully. Do not do that to yourselves. It is not worth it. You are still a spiritual being. All of us humans are. The 5 of Michael, and the 5 of Michael says the situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. Guys, whatever this is that's holding you back, your foundation, you're doing absolutely right. But there is something that you're not 100% certain about, and that's why you're kicking back, thinking about things. You have the Moon. Well, wow. The opportunity to improve your plans, listen to your intuition, for accurate guidance. Face your fears and grow stronger. You have the 5 of Michael, which says insights that come from quiet meditation. What was I saying? The need for more sleep or time off. Seek relief from stress. Guys, it's screaming at you. It is screaming at you. Whoever this is for, perspective or perspective even. There is a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. Do you know something? I was going to pull a load of cards, but I'm just going to ask. And yes, these are a smaller deck. But I didn't have much of a choice. I had to get something really quickly. And they got these out to me massively quickly. So I will get the original deck again. But this mini deck is going to be great for travelling. So I'm not going to knock it. So can we ask the angels and the ancestors for some knowledge and wisdom around this beautiful general reading? It could almost be a spiritual reading as well. For the collective for the 12th to the 18th of January 2020. Well, these are being a bit tight. There we go. Okay, so the first one that dropped out was the Sun. Enjoy success and happiness. Look at that card. How pretty is that? And then you have the Magic Guardian. Unlock the magic within. And that is what you are planning to do. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. Whoever this is for, there is a lot of happiness and abundance coming your way. There's nothing negative here at all, and we are this reading is for past the full moon. So you know, take care of yourselves. Have a think about what you're doing. Take it on board that you're not alone. This has got you back. It's telling you to rebuild and shine the light on that. Hunt for what's going to make your life better, and also keep this guy in. This could be a woman as well, holding a heart. It doesn't have to be a man, but he is rather gorgeous, even though I say so myself. My lovelies, many bright blessings. Have a great week, and I will catch up with you soon. Bye for now.